Hiya. She's Kate Lavagna.
And she's Kaysha Louvain. And this is Tea for Two.
Us, you, and a brew.
Oh,
It's the ghost.
I thought the ghost was back. Oh my gosh. I've got a new mug.
Ooh, and I have.
Yes, thank you, Adrian Evans.
I got gifted one.
Yeah, you did. I'm actually upset that he didn't give it to me.
Unt.
It does say Unt on it.
Yeah.
It's got a nice big black C.
No, it's a handle. What are you on about? You.
I might start calling you an Unt. Let's not even go there.
That's the pod cancelled.
Yeah. My new mug, as people might be able to see, is my favourite colour, black.
Like your soul.
Like my soul and my nails when I finally get around to actually repainting them.
Yeah.
My dad gave it to me and I can't remember this. I don't know why he's got it, to be honest. He just went, I've got a mug with a snare drum on it. Do you want it? I went, yeah.
Was he gifted it or did he buy it for you?
Maybe he was gifted it and I've just outed him. I'm not sure.
I was going to say, I highly doubt that he bought it for you.
No, but then why would somebody have got him... Nice. Why would somebody have got him a snare drum mug? Maybe they did give it to... Maybe he did gift this to me.
Possibly.
To be honest, Dad, I can't remember the conversation we had when you gave this to me, but I remember being over the moon. So that's the main thing, innit?
Yeah.
And actually, the snare drum that's on it does look remarkably like my Ludwig snare.
It's cool.
So I'm very happy with that. And we're on the herbal tea today. None of this sugar and milk nonsense.
No.
Shall we?
Because our bodies are temples.
Yeah, and we are looking after ourselves. You would have seen the fruit a few weeks ago.
Yeah.
You would have seen we had water. Did we have water one week? Why laughing?
No, it's the fact of like you would have seen that, but you wouldn't have seen the the white chocolate strawberry cheesecake that I just had this morning
After the
McDonald's breakfast.
flip it. You have outdone yourself today.
I know.
That's mad.
But I am such a happier mood for it.
Well, great. Yeah, but you're going to have it. I'm waiting for the sugar come down and I'm going to be with you all day. So it's not going to be very fun. Anyway, so I would say milk first. And are you having sugar? But we're on, drumroll please. We're on green tea today.
Never tried it.
Never, ever.
Never, ever.
See, I think you probably could have put some honey in there. If I'd thought, I would have brought some honey.
Oh, there you go.
Just get some from my house, shall I?
I'm not looking forward to this. Now, the spicy fruit I had the other day, I absolutely loved it.
Yeah.
And I would drink that on the regular.
Mm-hmm.
I personally think I'm not going to be a fan of green tea.
I think if you sip it and don't like it, which I think is probably
likely
what's going to happen, I think what you need to do then is take another sip.
It's not green,
and
is
it? No, it's like a...
Oh, that's
pea.
disappointing.
It looks like pea. I think you probably take another sip then. I think what you will do, you also might need to wait for it to cool down a bit or you won't get the taste.
If anyone has never seen green tea, it looks like you pee in the morning when you're a bit dehydrated.
Yeah, or like summertime pea if you're not drinking enough, like. You might like it.
Not much of a smell.
No.
Well, that wasn't terrible, but I do get what you mean. There's not much taste in it.
There's not really much taste, and I think the taste is quite along the lines of matcha. It's quite groundy. It's quite like earthy for me. But imagine now, next time when it cools down a bit and you can taste a bit more, have a sip and see if... Are we recording?
Yeah, we are recording.
Because normally I haven't got lines, normally.
Yeah, if you go really, really loud.
Is it like that? Oh, I see. But you can hear us here. I just panicked then. We were flatlining. I thought, oh my gosh.
Right.
It's the ghosts.
You look that way and let me concentrate on that, will you?
But yeah, what I was saying was, try and imagine it with either a little bit of sugar, which...
honey, I'm thinking honey would be really nice.
Honey is really good with green tea. And it's a natural... It's more natural than like a dollop of sugar. So it's better for you, really. And I think sweeter honey. And it, for me, in a herbal tea, honey blends more into it if you stir it properly, whereas sugar sometimes...
It'll
Yeah, it's not the right thing. Anyway, cheers.
Cheers, my dears.
What episode are we on? I love asking you this because every time you're like, I don't know.
I really don't know this one because, as most of you will be aware now, you are buggering off for 3 months. So we are in a stage where we are cramming as many episodes and filming days into 2 weeks.
Which is why all of our episodes in season 2 are like this.
Because, yeah, no, most of them, we're like 3 or 4 episodes into that day. But
which is actually why I think in season 2, with the odd exception, we've had better guest episodes, because we're doing 4 today, but the second one is
people.
with a guest.
Yeah.
So it's like keeping us going.
We need people in, because otherwise we just run out of topics.
Yeah.
Because, like, there's only so many things you can do in a week. So say if we film 4 episodes in 1 week, it's like, oh, what did you do this week? Well, I told you that 3 episodes ago.
On the same day.
On the same day.
Yeah. One thing to point out, though, is I'm very grateful to you for cramming everything in and not just being like, well, we'll just have to stop then. Because obviously when we started this podcast, we did actually, I said to you, didn't I? One of the first things I said to you was, I'd love to do a podcast with you / any podcast. I've always wanted to do one, but acting work comes first. Like, if I get a job, I have to go, and that could be anywhere in the world for anyone given time. And I think even though this has been a bit more stressful, trying to get fit it all in, it'll work and it'll be fine.
Like, I'm kind of lucky with like tune work. I can just about get away with putting things on the back burner for like 2 or 3 days.
Yeah.
But like last week was mental. So yesterday you were like, oh, we need to put this reel up. Can you do the reel? And I'm like, no. I was like, I'm literally a week behind on so many things. I got clients asking for bits and bobs.
Yeah.
I was like, no, give me 1 day to get everything up to speed.
1 day more. Another day, another tune email.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? This never-ending road to Tea for Two.
Yeah.
Carry on.
It's a lot. But the perks are that
3 months off me after this week. Pretty much.
Can't wait.
Ish.
Can't wait. I'm gonna try through the summer to have
some time off.
Just slow down a bit, to be honest.
Yeah.
And not be as manic. Spend some time with the kids, because obviously the kids will be off, and Skylar will be going into nursery in September.
That's mad, isn't it?
I can't believe it. Like,
Isla's sports day like a few weeks ago was like, I just watched her do the egg and spoon race and the little beanbag thing, and I was like, she looks so tall in her class. So I was just looking at my sister going like, she was a tiny baby.
Yeah.
When Isla was born, I got her, my present was a framed, like, you know, people like write phrases or like poems or something out onto like nice paper, and I did it with my dad. I asked him for some help, and we chose different fonts for different words, so like certain words stuck out, like doodle, doggo. There used to be a name for that. You used to put loads of words in. They used to make shapes out of them and stuff.
Yeah, there probably is a word for it.
Swirtle, wordle, squirtle. Anyway, so I did that. I framed it all in white because we didn't know at that point if she was girl, boy, whatever. So I had 2 quotes ready. I was in dramas. No, that's a lie. Anyway, I was in my like Shakespeare brain. I was like, oh, though she be, what is it? Though she be but little, she is fierce. Or is it that though? I don't know if that's right. That's probably not right. But we framed it because she was tiny. She was a small baby. Yeah. Like all the Lavagna babies have been big babies. Like we have big babies in my family, like 9-10 pounders. Like she wasn't. She was like 7-8 pound, I think, when she was born. So I put that in a frame, and she put it above her bed. And the girl listened because she's heads and shoulders above the rest of her class now. She's just stretched and like grown really quickly. She's quite tall, I think. Yeah, for her age.
And sassy.
Very sassy. I think Skylar's going to be a bit like a...
100%. She already is.
Yeah, she already is. I'm more and more aware of the power that musicians have politically and when they're trying to give messages across with their music. I'm especially with social media and people reading body language videos and like all that stuff. Like, I think when I said to you this morning, like, we should absolutely talk about this because everyone's talking about it, there was an air of us to going, like, can we? But then I think because it's so blaringly obvious that this person is a bad person, I think it's absolutely fine that we talk about this, actually.
Yeah, I don't really have any problem with voicing my opinion.
No.
Sometimes, depending on the circumstances that I'm in or the company that I'm with, okay, you tone it down a bit. But I think, well, this podcast was literally started because we wanted to talk about these things. We wanted to say our opinions of things. So I think if we don't do that now, or we stop doing that, then what's the point?
Yeah. And I think it's not as if we've got a controversial opinion on this matter, but the thing that we're discussing is, unbelievably, some people are so dumb that it is staring them in the face and they're still supportive of this musician. And I think that alone speaks volumes for us as a generation and as music lovers and listeners now. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I just don't understand why. And there are people close to both of us that have gone to this concert recently, and as like I've asked them why, and it's been like, oh, he's fitney, or his music's good, don't it? And I'm like, what? I'm like, he's abused lots of women.
Proven as well.
Proven, not just allegations.
Stuff, no allegations.
No.
Proven, been to jail.
Guilty.
I think he has been to jail.
He's been to jail, guilty. He's settled outside of court, which, if you ask anyone, if you're not guilty, why would you settle out of court?
Yeah. There's been restraining orders taken out on him, and they are not easy to get either. So, there's clearly a threat there, and like a 5-year restraining order as well. Right, so, shall we play this video?
Let's play this, and then we can dive into more about it.
So this lady is on TikTok. She's called Armani Gouvea? Gouveia. Beautiful lady, and beautiful points that she's raised in this video. And I think it was just a really quick way of us giving you facts. So we'll probably tag it in this and say thank you for spreading the word, actually. It's got 84k likes. Wow. 1,032 comments, 4,222 saves, and it's been shared 6,315 times. So it proves again that social media can be used for good. There we are.
To the Chris Brown concert this weekend in London, you're a big fat loser. I literally could not believe my ears when I heard in this big 2025 someone defending Christopher Maurice Brown. And it made me wonder whether people genuinely do not give a crap that he's literally just an awful human being, or if they just don't know. Which, by the way, I find very hard to believe, but you know what? I like to give people the benefit of the doubt. So I put my lawyer hat on and I decided to tell you exactly why I do not like Chris Brown. Let's start with the one that everyone loves to start with. 2009, Chris Brown violently assaults Rihanna. We've seen all the images, and no, I refuse to put them up again because you know what they look like. Google is free. And if you really want to see how people truly don't give a crap about violence against women, just bring up this case. He shoved her head into a window, punched her, bit her, choked her until she passed out, and told her that he was going to kill her. He pled guilty to felony assault and was sentenced with community labour, 5 years probation, which meant that within that time he needed to be arrest-free. Don't know how he didn't get arrested again after, but whatever. And he had to attend a domestic violence counselling. A year went by, he attended the counselling, and he made this lovely tweet saying that boys run from their mistakes and men learn from them. And what makes me sick is that you lot ate that shit up. Well, of course, we can't let a young, talented man ruin his career because of one mistake. Okay, let's not. Let's ruin it because of the next ones. Fast forward to his next girlfriend, Karrueche, and shocker, shocker, he does the same crap again. I guess that domestic violence course wasn't that educating after all. In 2017, Karrueche got a 5-year restraining order against him. She testified that he punched her in the stomach twice, pushed her down the stairs, threatened to kill her, where does that sound familiar? Threatened her friends and family, and poured a drink over a friend of hers. Lovely human being. Now let me be abundantly clear. Courts do not give out restraining orders easily. It is not a casual affair at all. A lot of the time they're denied when they really need to be granted. And 2, the fact that it was a 5-year restraining order shows that there was a real and ongoing threat. Take that in. And unbelievably, as if we hadn't learned from the last situation, people were still saying the same crap. She's clout chasing and trying to ruin his reputation. I think he's doing all right on his own with that one. If she was scared, why did she stay? Why are we still getting questions and statements like that in regards to abuse? If you're still asking questions like that, look at yourself, because I have nothing to say. Since we're here, let's just do a quick breakdown of a few of his more notable cases and allegations. 2013, he assaults a man in DC for asking to take a photo. Pled guilty to a misdemeanor. 2016, he punches model Louvain Gutierrez in the face at a hotel. Settled in court. 2016 again, he allegedly points a gun at Bailey Curran. He's arrested, but no charges are filed. 2016 again, big year. His own manager, Michael Giggles, sues him for punching him and locking him in a room. Settled privately. 2017, he's sued after a party where women were allegedly drugged, coerced, and forced into sexual acts with him and some of his buds. Settled outside of court. 2019, he's arrested in Paris. Once again, he's accused of drugging and raping a woman with him and some friends. Again. But he was released with no charges as there was insufficient evidence. And he raises a defamation lawsuit against her, but the lawsuit just magically disappears. 2021, police are called to his LA home with, again, reports of him hitting a woman during an argument, but no charges are made. 2022, yet another woman accuses him of drugging and raping her at Diddy's house, and a $20 million lawsuit is filed but then later dropped. Make of these what you will, but all I know is if I was an innocent person and had nothing to hide, I wouldn't be settling with no one anywhere. Personally, I always find it very interesting whenever the public speaks about a settlement as if it proves someone's innocence. Because in my eyes, it does almost the complete opposite, almost. But that's a different story for another day. Let's continue. And listen, Chris Brown does not discriminate. Even your other favourite artists aren't safe from his violent clutches, allegedly. In 2013, we hear of him allegedly attacking Frank Ocean because of a parking space. And in 2023, a whole 10 years later, there were reports of him getting a bit handsy with Tiana Taylor. And when Usher tried to intervene, allegedly, Chris's crew decided to jump him. Allegedly. Just a wonderful person, eh? No, but in all seriousness, every couple of years is a new woman, a new headline, a new lawsuit, new punch, kick, whatever the hell it is. Even as we speak, in 2025, a couple of months ago, he's facing a trial for grievous bodily harm. The worst type of harm. Because he bottled someone in the head in Manchester in a nightclub. This man is the epitome of pretty privilege and talent getting you places. Because at what point is it just too much? Where is the line for when you separate the art from the artist? If you're going to the Chris Brown concert this weekend in London, you're a big fat loser.
There we are. So many points raised there.
To be honest, there were quite a few there that I didn't even know about.
Yeah. It's been constant since like 2000 and what was it?
Like I knew there was more than Rihanna.
Yeah.
Like I think everyone knows that, and I think people turn a blind eye that there's more than just Rihanna.
Yeah. Because they almost feel like more insignificant, like smaller, because there's not Rihanna.
Yeah.
It's still a woman.
And it's like, oh, Rihanna was so long ago, or he's moved on. He's clearly also, not. He's just got worse.
Rihanna's happy now. She was somebody else. She got 3 kids. It's like,
I'm like, that still doesn't justify or change what he's done.
No. He
has literally got worse. He's a horrible, aggressive man.
With too much money and power.
That has no respect for women
whatsoever.
And to be honest, I don't think he has respect for other humans.
No.
Because there were a few men there that he punched and bottled and whatever.
His own manager took him to court about being punched in the face by him.
And locked in a room. And he's sick. He's got ties to Diddy.
Yeah,
I'm like, come on.
Hello.
He literally drugged and raped a woman in Diddy's apartment or house or whatever they were in.
Yeah. I just think, like, I've been doing a little deep dive on this week. Hearing some of the, when they go outside the stadiums where he's been performing over the last few weeks, and they kind of interview people going, do you think it's okay that you're here? And blah, blah, blah. And they're all dressed up ready for this concert. Most of the people they talk to are women. Some not. Some are men. Some of the women's responses were like, yeah, but like his music's really good and he's really fit. So it's like...
So that justifies his behaviour.
He's a criminal. At the bare minimum, he's a criminal.
Yeah.
I don't understand how you can pay to go and support that. Also, people who I know that went said that they felt actually uncomfortable watching young girls kind of fawning. Is that the right word?
Yeah.
Fawning over him because it got to a point in the show where he was doing some of his new music, which also makes me sick that he's even been given a platform to release new music. Because as you would know from listening to this, how difficult and how brilliant some grassroots people are who haven't got that stage and that chance.
Doesn't have an endless...
And he's just, anyway.
Pocket of money, like.
Yeah, he picked a girl out of the audience, put it on a chair in front of everyone, and like aggressively snogged her to one of his songs with all of his backing dancers there, and everyone was screaming like woohoo.
Like I thought we were past that.
Are you joking?
I honestly thought we were past that. The attitude of some women now is 30 years ago. Sabrina Carpenter
in the news for the last few weeks. Big controversy over her.
You sent me her artwork.
I sent it to you without thinking too much of it. Just my first initial reaction to that artwork that she's used was, I rolled my eyes. I was with Matthew. I rolled my eyes and I went, "Oh, for God's sake!"
Yeah, that
was my honest gut reaction without hearing anyone else's opinions about it. Now I've researched it, and there obviously comes the feminists going, you know, it's not actually as provocative as it looks on the cover. And, you know, she's saying she's a man's best friend, and, you know, they try and support her. But ultimately, I know what she's trying to do, and I respect it, and I understand the thought. It's not just her stripping off and being held by a man by her hair, if you haven't seen it. It's her trying to change the narrative and be like, I'm owning the fact that actually, you know, we're good, and I know what I'm doing, and I'm clever, and I'm intelligent, and I'm using it to my advantage. But the thing everyone has missed out is that people are so thick that they will just look at an image and see one thing, and what that image immediately tells you is she's a man's best friend, and he's got her by the hair, and she's just smiling and looking pretty and on her knees. That's what it is.
That is what it is, yeah.
Without any other political stance on it or like understanding of what she's trying to achieve, which I truly believe she is. She's not an idiot. Like, but the common man, these people who are being interviewed outside a Chris Brown concert, going, yeah, I know he's basically gone as far as to nearly murder a woman, but his music's really nice. Do you think those people are intelligent enough to research Sabrina Carpenter's what's the word I'm looking for? Reasons for doing that. Thought process and the politicalness of the feminism that's in that. Do you think they're really going to go, okay, so it looks like this, but I know that it would... No, they're going to see it and they're going to go, oh, that's okay.
And in my head, this is what I thought of it. I thought, well, basically, you look like you were just about to be abused by a man, and you were happy about it. And also, in my head, I was like, young boys are going to see that now and go, that's okay to do because it's on the front of Sabrina Carpenter's CD.
Which is absolutely going to be in the top when it comes out. It's going to take over the world again. Because it's Sabrina Carpenter.
And again, I'm same with you. I understand the reasons, and it's supposed to flip everything on its head and be like...
Owning it.
You know, I'm still in control even though I'm in this position, and I'm like, but it doesn't look like that.
No. And she's done it. It's clever. She's done it because even...
We're talking about it.
Yeah. She's done it to sell the music. And I just think if I ever got to that point of my career, like that scale... Yeah. There's just a level of responsibility that you've got as a musician.
But Sabrina Carpenter doesn't need...
She doesn't need
those
to do
images. What's her other... The album just gone, and it's like a blue background, and it's just her face. Stunning. She's got a great voice. She writes cool songs.
And everyone loves her.
Yeah, and I'm like, it's cool catchy music.
Yeah.
Great.
Is that not enough?
You don't need to be sending these mixed messages.
Yeah.
Whether you're doing it for the feminists,
or
you're giving bad signals to other people.
Which, in defence, she almost definitely is trying to do the feminism thing of like man's best friend, as in like, yeah, I'm his best friend, but like, you know, and then I bet all the songs are going to be like Dolly Parton's Jolene. It's all going to be that in it.
Yeah.
But I just think to assume that people are clever enough, everyone in the world are clever enough to look at an image like that and not just think that it is what it is on the bare surface of it is stupid and actually really, really
my thing
dangerous.
is always looking at the next generation or the younger generation.
Like
when
Isla and Skylar,
yeah.
they are going to be seeing that image around. There'll be big billboards of it.
Yeah.
There'll be buses with it on.
I was going to say, I suppose Isla's a little bit old enough to see that and
be like, what's
and
that?
Ask about it. Skylar's not yet.
Yeah, but she's still seeing that image.
But she's still seeing it.
Of a woman, a pretty blonde woman on her knees in heels, smiling, being grabbed by the hair.
My issue is it's teenagers. It is teenagers. It's teenage boys and girls, gays and theys, all of them.
Yeah.
Looking at that image and going, this is okay. Like, all right, everyone's got their own kink in the bedroom, right? I'm just saying, no, because
I know you're
that
going.
is literally,
that
I
is
think that's
thing.
what she's trying to say, I think.
Is it?
I think it's more of, yes, I am a feminist, but I like this.
Yeah, I didn't think about
that.
Yeah, maybe.
Like, in my head, I'm thinking that's kind of what she's saying, but there's no need to put that on there because the biggest thing, I think, is screaming.
It
is violence.
Against women.
Against women.
Yeah.
That is, for me, that is the biggest percentage of the people are going to look at that. That's what they're going to see.
Like, why couldn't it have been her, as an example now? Hear me out before I finish the sentence as well, because I realise the first bit of it doesn't sound great.
Okay.
Why couldn't it be her dressed in white and fluffy stuff on her back with a man, like Snow White, when he goes to kiss it? Why couldn't it be a romantic image of, like, man's best friend? That could still be feminism.
Yeah.
Of course it could. Like...
I'm surprised,
but
though,
you know what?
that
she would have been ripped off then for like, oh, she's doing like the Disney princess waiting for the man to save her thing.
Oh yeah, there's always something going there.
Like there's always going to be
something. And even
something.
if she flipped the roles and she was the one holding the man's ear and he was on his knees,
that would have been way better. That would have been clearer for the story she's tried to portray.
But then it would be a case of, oh, if it's wrong to do it against women, why is it okay to do it against men? Because we all know it's not.
So how about you just do an Adele, take a black and white picture of your face, which everyone loves anyway, and just put it on the next one and call it 29 or... Do you know what I mean?
I don't know. But for me, the previous one, obviously the one with like taste and all that, espresso and everything on, that was such a beautiful image that she didn't need any more than that.
Yeah, and that was feminist enough to be like, it's my face, it's my music, and you'll like it.
Yeah, I'm going to literally cover the whole thing.
Yeah.
And I just...
And I actually don't dislike Sabrina Carpenter.
No, and I think that's what I was a little bit disappointed.
I was so disappointed. I was like, oh no.
When you sent it, I was like...
And I know, right, we went to Aberdeen Country Park the other day, a few weeks ago. It was the first of their like community festival-y things. Mm-hmm. And they had I can't remember their names, they were brilliant. There's clearly 2 or 3 girls in this company. You know, they do the princess companies or they do like different...
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, they were all the pop princesses. One of them was Sabrina Carpenter. So she'd come on and be like, hi guys. And she looked unbelievably similar. It was scary.
Wow.
Like this tiny, like teen girl, like, all right voice on her, like, and sounded pretty similar to Sabrina Carpenter. And the little kids were like, is Sabrina Carpenter in Carpenter? I wish. R.I.P. I wish she was back. My God. Sabrina Carpenter in Aberdeen. And all the parents were like, yeah,
I know.
And then the other girl was getting changed behind the thing. Then she'd come on, she'd do Chaperone. Yeah. They had, I think maybe Lady Gaga and Pink. They did like the main...
Taylor Swift, probably.
It was Taylor, probably. I wasn't there for that, which was a real shame. But yeah, like... One day, I promise one day. I did listen to a Tiny Desk of hers the other day where it's just her and a guitar, and I was like, all right, okay.
Get behind that.
Right. But yeah, I'm working on it. But yeah, they were really good, but it just made me think, when she released that new album Image, I just went, oh my gosh, I can see all of those little faces looking up to these impersonators in Aberdeen Park. And even the fact they weren't the real people, these kids were like glued and watching her every move and singing along to like Pink Pony Club, and then obviously the Sabrina Carpenter, please, please, please. And they were all, it made their day, their idol was there, and I just worried. I just went, this is, even the media storm that this image is going to create means that it's being talked about and shared more, and it just made me really disappointed in it, actually. I was just like, what is the point in even the world has got enough going on right now. What is the point in the risk of some people seeing that and not seeing it for what it actually is meant to be?
I think unfortunately now there are so many people in control of people's music careers. It's, you know, it's not just like our labels now. You've got managers and agents and everyone, like marketing departments, and they're controlling the way that you sound, that you look. And the ultimate message is that even bad press is good press.
Yeah.
Because people are talking about you. And as long as people are talking about you, they're buying your music, they're buying your tickets, they're buying the merch. And that's all that matters to those people is money,
power,
money. Yeah. And that's it.
But I think as well, like, it's everything that you just said, but it's also, at the end of the day, to the common man who doesn't know anything about the music industry and just turns on the radio and listens to that song and buys it, it's her name.
Yeah.
So you have to make sure, if you sign, that you've got the right people on your team looking out for you, and people who might have sat there and gone, are you sure you want to do this? Because the opposite effect could also happen. You know, there's risk, there's so much risk involved. If you're the top of your game, I just think, what is the point in even going? I don't know. Like, it's my belief that potentially musicians shouldn't be politicians. You can have an opinion and you can write a song about something that's subtle, or like, of course, some of the most amazing tracks in the world for me are the most political ones. Killing in the Name, like, I get it, you know, I do get it. But in terms of messages through imagery, I think artists have got to do better. I think they have to.
Yeah.
And people will sit here and be like, yeah, but she's not the first person to do that. Madonna was doing it. And I agree. Yeah, but also we're in a different time. We're in a different time now. And there's a serious threat to women.
Yeah.
Violence against women seems to be taking so many steps backwards because of these pop stars releasing imagery like this, that it just makes me worried and scared.
Yeah. And like I said, I think we're doing a full back now to the kind of 80s and 90s way of thinking, and it's really, really scary.
It is scary.
We would sit and talk about this for ages and ages. So I think we should end today on
if you went to the Chris Brown concert, or if you've attended one, don't bother commenting on this video, or I don't even want to have a discussion really, because I literally am so angry that I have nothing to say to you.
Okay.
I'm at that point with it.
I'm all for discussions, but your reasoning
needs to be better than
is you have no reason other than
weak.
You are thick as shit.
It does really feel like a slap in the face when all of this stuff is in our heads and we go, so why did you go? And they go, oh, because it was a works do, and I had a free ticket. That's the one I've heard. Well, I was a free ticket and I just fancied going to a concert.
Burn it. I would burn that ticket before I went.
Don't do it. Do you know how many grassroots artists I know, including myself, as women artists? I'm basically talking about myself here, actually.
Yeah.
I've done a full cycle there. I've got like a festival coming up in the summer that I'm playing, right? Mm-hmm. I've probably played it by now. But all week, the most dominant thought in my head has been, what am I going to wear? And I know that I've got my own stuff going on with all that stuff anyway. I understand that, and it's got nothing to do with the world. But the thing that doesn't help is seeing people like Sabrina Carpenter strip off and sell more music. Because on a very much smaller scale, I've experienced videos that I've released where I've had a corset on, and I can tell you for a fact, because we've had private giggles about it.
We've had private giggles where we've been working together now on your music for
2 years, a year and a half.
A year and a half.
Yeah.
And I've said, get tits out
for a laugh.
You said get tits out because that was our music.
But the seriousness of it.
But on the seriousness of it is that you are good enough. Your music's good enough. You don't need to do that. And also, for me, it's a bit degrading.
Yeah, and also, like
I love breasts.
Me
I think, too. They're very, very nice. They are great.
Yeah.
Like, I think a lot of women either like their own or other women's.
Yeah, and I really enjoy having a cleavage. Like, I think it makes me feel good when I got my clavicles out and my boobs are popping off.
Yeah.
I very rarely am seen like that, don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
Like, very rarely. And basically I wanted to end on the point of Sabrina Carpenter's on one level. I understand. I get it. On a small grassroots level, there are artists in this area that are getting booked for gigs more than me because they will allow themselves and maybe enjoy wearing, and that's their thing, a tiny little mini skirt and a crop top with massive heels. I'm just going to... that's it. That's all I've got to say about it. That's all I've got to say.
I was going to end...
Bring back Adele.
I know.
Get me a black dress,
I want Adele.
some moody lighting, a piano and a candle, and I put maybe a bit of contour on if I feel like it.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? It's just, I could go on and on. We won't finish talking about this. We'll...
no, I think this is probably going to be an ongoing thing. Yeah. Because let's face it, it is an ongoing topic.
It's an ongoing problem, is what it is.
I was going to end on a bit of a light note.
Yeah, let's do it.
And ask, what's your beef? You're very easy to upset.
I am. Only if I'm in that frame of mind, though. Do you know what I mean?
It seems to be all the time.
I'm touchy.
I don't put a kiss on the end of a message. Upset. I put a full stop at the end of the message. Upset. I say a joke. Upset. I don't joke and I'm serious. Upset.
Yeah, I've been like that this week.
Yeah, I think that's... But I understand why. So it's not really like beef, but you have wound me up a bit this week.
Yeah.
But like not in a bad way. It's just been one of those weeks.
Just one of these weeks.
Oh, a bit tetchy like, but
yeah,
that's just fucking women in general, really.
Yeah, I think it's time of the month.
But not necessarily.
You can say it. I've had a horrible week.
It is your time of the month.
Oh my God, and it's been warm, hasn't it?
Yeah.
I haven't slept well, and we've been doing cramming these episodes in. I think, it's just like, I don't even know what day it is. What day is it?
It's Tuesday.
And on that
note, see you next Tuesday.